you want to listen to me talk so bad. Ooh.
Hi. Yeah, that's exactly what we're doing. I'm just gonna talk about my hyperfixation for like 12 minutes. Yeah, this speed paint that I'm doing right now, this is for the movie Near Dark. Go watch it if you hadn't. I would recommend it, but it's not good. It's like, I don't know how to explain the quality of the movie. It's like if The Lost Boys was bad, but also about cowboys, but also like really enjoyable. And so, yeah, that's the movie. And so this drawing that I'm making right now, this is Caleb and Severin. They're very silly. And one of them kills a lot of people. The other one is a wimp and can't kill anyone because he's a loser. But, so yeah, basically, the plot of this movie, it's, like I said, it's The Lost Boys, but about cowboys, and also if it was, like, good, bad, but bad, good, you know? And so basically, this dude named Caleb, he's the main character, he's, like, walking around town, he's walking down the street, and he meets this super, like, pretty blonde girl. And he's like, whoa, dude, I think I'm in love with you. Do you want to get married? And she's like, what? No. I will drive somewhere with you, though. And he's like, okay, then where are we driving? And she's like, I live at a trailer park. And he's like, okay. And so they're driving, and he's being kind of creepy, but it's okay, because he makes up for it later on in the movie by being a loser and stupid, which is the most endearing thing that a man can ever be, as we all know. And so basically he's like, yeah, they're talking, and he's dropping her off, and she bites him, and, like, she's trying to kill him, but then she kind of, like, wimps out, and she doesn't end up killing him, so she ends up turning him, and then he's trying to walk home, because he was, like, his car won't work anymore, it's, like, all out of gas, and he was, like, 3 miles away from home. And so he's walking, and the sun is coming up, and he's, like, 20 feet away from his house. And he starts burning, because he's a vampire now. And then he gets kidnapped by May and her vampire friends. May is the pretty blonde girl, by the way. I don't know if I said her name. So yeah, he gets kidnapped by May and her, like, vampire cult, which consists of the characters Homer, he sucks. Jesse, he sucks. Severin, he's the best. And Diamondback, she's my favorite. And then, of course, there's May. But, so, yeah, he's just, like, stuck with this vampire group. It's like the Lost Boys, basically. And he meets Severin, right? And nobody will convince me that they weren't in love, okay? Like, I will never be convinced. Nobody can ever convince me that they weren't in love. Because those two were crazy. There's a scene in the movie, it's the vampire bar scene is what it's called on, like, YouTube. I think it's longer than what they post on YouTube, though. But there's a scene where, like, Severin grabs him and he pulls him over to this seat at the bar and makes him sit with him while he's, like, bullying this dude into, like, giving him his drinks and stuff, and he's being annoying. But it's a very fun scene. It's, like, where most of the murders happen. And, yeah, you'd have to watch it for yourself to see how gay it is. But yeah, I won't spoil the whole movie for you. So yeah, it's called Near Dark. So yeah, you can watch it on Amazon. Go watch it. It's the best. But anyway, so there's this scene near the end of the movie where after Caleb messes everything up, he fixes it and everyone's obsessed with him now. And so he's going and he's fixing everything and everyone's all happy and proud of him. And then Severin, he's like a cowboy too. And so he leans down and he takes his spur off his boot and he, like, tosses it over to Caleb, and he keeps it, and then he puts it on his boot, and then it keeps getting mentioned for the last 20 minutes of the movie, and then, in the ending scene, spoilers, when Severin, like, dies, it's a crazy scene. He's, like, Caleb's driving this truck, and Severin jumps on top of it, and he's trying to, like, rip out all the car parts or something, and that's just not how cars work, according to my dad. But, so he's, like, making this car explode by tearing out all the car parts, and Caleb jumps out, and the car explodes with Severin on it, and he dies. But, yeah, it's insane. But, so, anyway, this, like, shiny piece of metal comes flying out of the explosion while Caleb's watching it, and it lands on the floor in front of his feet, and so he picks it up, and he looks at it, and it's the spur, it's the other spur. And so it, like, stares at it, and then he puts it in his pocket, I don't know how to explain how, like, insane I feel whenever I watch that scene. Like, it makes me feral. I don't know. But yeah, it's crazy. It's a fun watch. It's a fun movie. If you like vampires and you like The Lost Boys, then you'll like Near Dark. Oh, wait, yeah. I didn't go into depth about how much I hate Homer and Jesse. These two characters, I didn't bring them up because I don't like them enough. But, so basically, Jesse is, like, the main vampire in this group, right? He's this, like, big guy. The actor kind of looks like Willem Dafoe, in a way. I don't know how to explain it, but he looks like Willem Dafoe. And so this guy, he makes me so angry. He carries around a Confederate flag for some reason, because of, like, holding on to the past, because he was a Confederate soldier. So, like, dude, shut up, okay? Like, nobody likes you. Nobody thinks that you're fun just because you're a Confederate soldier. I think that's the reason that nobody likes you, actually. But, yeah, he sucks. I hate him. He's a Confederate soldier, and, they deserve to die. And then there's this dude named Homer, okay? And he is a, like, 70-something, probably 100-year-old man stuck in the body of, like, a 12-year-old. And you're never gonna believe me if I say this, but it's true. That is a plot point in the story. It's a main plot point. Homer goes outside of their motel in one of the scenes, sees Caleb's little sister, who is 8, and the actor who's playing Homer is like 12, and he sees this kid, and he falls in love with her. Sorry, I'm just so passionate about feminism. I don't know. But, like, dude, that is the craziest plot point you could have ever added into this story. Like, oh, this 100-year-old man in the body of a 12-year-old is falling in love with an 8-year-old? Are you kidding me? Jump off a pile of bricks into another pile of bricks. Like, dude, Jesus Christ. It's so stupid. And then also, like, the main character's love interest, May, I think they say that she's, like, 4 years older than him. And the main character is about, like, 18. Like, around that age. So, even if he was, like, 19, that would make her 23. And that's still weird. What is up with this movie? What? Oh, God. Near Dark, I hate you so much. But I love you, but I hate you. God, but I wish you would just get killed by a bunch of flying gnomes. Except I don't, because then I wouldn't have something to talk to my friends about all the time. Every day, for the rest of my life. But, yeah, it's just The Lost Boys if it was a cowboy movie. And all of the characters suck, except for Caleb and Severin. And Severin kind of sucks anyway. And then there's Diamondback, who's like, I guess she's bad by association, because she's always taking care of Homer, and she's married to Jesse. But, like, oh, she's so cute! I love her! God! Why does everything in life have to be bad? Why can't everything in life be free? Why can't everything in life just be happy and sunshines and rainbows, and all these characters, I can just love them forever and they won't be problematic at all, you know? Like, why can't I just watch something that's not having problematic characters that I hate? Oh, and they try to make the, like, Jesse being a Confederate soldier thing. They try to turn that into, like, a silly little joke, like, oh, haha. Because when he says it, like, the whole scene is Caleb's like, hey, how old are you? I've been meaning to ask you this. And Jesse's like, well, I fought for the South. And then there's, like, a big pause, and Caleb looks, like, horrified. And then Jesse goes, we lost. And then, like, the only thing that you can imagine there is a laugh track. It doesn't have a laugh track, but I can only imagine, like, a Seinfeld-esque laugh track. Oh, and then, like, Caleb smiles. He thinks that it's funny. Dude, you're talking to a Confederate soldier right now. Sock him in the face. Okay? Jesus Christ. Oh. And then he's, like, still being nice to Homer after he finds out that Homer is obsessed with his 9-year-old sister, even though Homer's, like, 8 bajillion million thousand a gajillion years old forever. Like, dude. Anyway, yeah, that's the best movie ever made. This movie is like a literal masterpiece. You should go watch it for forever. Yes, I don't know, dude. I just feel like it would be morally questionable to side with... It's not even that they're the serial killers, because there's serial killers in every movie, but I just think that it's morally questionable to side with these characters who are, like, Confederate soldiers and just terrible, stupid guys who also kill people on the side. And I hate them. And I want them to die a terrible vampire death, which is good, because they do. Spoilers. Anyway, happy sunshine rainbows. I love this movie. This movie's so great. Everybody loves it. Ha ha ha. Yay, movie. We love this movie. Woo! So good. Not morally questionable at all. And none of the characters are terrible. And everybody's great, and it's all sunshines and rainbows, and everybody lives happily forever after. And Judy Garland legalizes gay marriage in 1989, and everybody is happy for forever. And that's what really happened at the end of the movie. I don't really have much to say for the rest of this, so thank you for listening to me talk, and you can just watch the rest of this drawing, because it's very fun. And then here is the best drawing in the world. It should be, like, hung up in that one museum right next to the Mona Lisa, and maybe, like, Picasso. I don't know. I'm just, like, I'm such a good artist. I'm literally so good. Nobody could ever beat me. Some have said that I am a better artist than Picasso. I would say that I'm a better artist than Picasso because I am a better artist than Picasso. Picasso has nothing on me. The votes all said that I was Picasso. Picasso is now under me. I am the better Picasso. I am the best.